Hey Long, hello River, you watching Arcane? Nice, I haven't seen that since pretty much it came out. Hello Gambito. Oh, that's bugged again. Well then. I've cried every episode so far. I'm about to finish 4 now. Yeah, I had to mute someone on Discord. Of course, they just start messaging me right when I go live. Yeah, that can be a pretty emotional show. Hello, Mobius. So, we were able to get our Swain. Oh, it's still here. We have pretty much everything but the 6-star. I'm doing alright, although I will say I had trouble getting into the game. It took me about like 20 minutes of just re-logging until it actually let me in. Thank you, Amilovich. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close on that one. So we were able to get the 5th star. And we have enough to get the 6-star, we just don't have the crystal. Which, who knows, we might fix that later. Do you think Pack Powder plus Starforge would be good for Swain? Or his own relic feels best in that slot? It kind of depends on what you are going into. Relics. Pack Powder wouldn't... I mean... Pack Powder, Starforge, and 1 other stat relic. Maybe. Today we're going to be trying Swain versus Swain. And so for that, his epic relic of Drain 5 from the enemy Nexus, that's going to be very important. Not only to activate our 1st and 3rd star power, but just the actual sustain is going to really help us out. And yeah, this is kind of the one reason I was thinking about already unlocking the 6-star, but I was like, you know what? I should try this as a 5-star because this is a 5-star campaign, which means it's tuned for people that are at their 5 stars. So I've seen a lot of people, especially complaining on like the Reddit, that it's too difficult or too frustrating. But it's like, this was made for 5-star champions. So if you're playing it below that, while you can still win, you're fighting an uphill battle. It's gonna be a hard time. And it's supposed to be a hard adventure. And so I thought, okay, let's keep Swain at 5 stars and see how it kind of feels. Because we were able to blast through with Viego, a lot of fun. We did have Viego at 6 stars. And yeah, some of these more hard mode adventures, they specifically said that it's for people that have got their champions with constellations. So we'll probably, yeah, we'll see how we do. Swain for me is a lot harder than Lysandra. We actually need lots of regen to beat it. I think for Swain, I think the difficulty is much more of like a line where it's higher. The baseline is higher than Lysandra. But Lysandra has these massive spikes in there. So like some adventures are going to be easier, but then there's others that are just like way more unfair than anything in Swain. So for Swain, like every encounter is difficult, but most of the encounters aren't that much more difficult than each other. The main difficulty is they're summoning like 4 units at the start of the game. 3 of them are city breakers. And that's the main difficulty. So it's a lot more consistent. But that also means that on average, it's harder than the average match in Lysandra. But I kind of like that better because it's more frustrating to have a bunch of easier matches and then you get to one that's just like, there's nothing I can do here, which I feel like happens a lot in Lysandra. Also, this city looks so cool. The Immortal Bastion. That actually looks really nice. Hello, Beyond My Minds. See you, Rivi. The adventure kind of needs 3 star staff, Star Child staff. I mean, that honestly is not a bad approach, and I think that's what's happening right now is adventures are very hard when you first do them because we haven't figured out how to beat the different adventures. We don't know everything that's in the deck. We don't know all the little tricks and twists they have up their sleeve. And so I think given the next couple days, couple weeks, we're gonna find a lot of ways to be able to beat this. So I think one thing that's gonna be very good is if you're playing anyone that's like 1, 2, even 3 cost potentially, just getting turret plating to nullify a huge amount of their damage is going to help you a lot. Like for Annie, when I play Annie, I'm probably going to throw on turret plating. And I think that's going to help a lot. Lets you take the games a little bit longer and not be as punished for it. But yeah, running Starchild Staff on some champions, like Darius, for example, he's a champion where you don't really need Darius on the board. You can just rely on your units. And so you could honestly just throw like triple Starchild Staff on Darius, or like double Starchild and reroll. That might actually be valid. My heart weeps for Jinx, by the way, and Jason, Victor, and Caitlyn. Yeah, all the characters in Arcane, they did a very good job. I blasted through Swain with 4-star Asol. Not saying it's kind of an achievement, but Lysandra was still sweaty to play with Asol. Yeah, like I haven't played Asol yet against Swain, but I did play Asol against Lysandra, and that was pretty tough. Hello, Happy Potato. Guess AI was a bit stupid to not attack against my ephemeral units. That might reason to easy survive? Possibly. Alright, so we have Swain. For his constellation, we have everything, pretty much, except the 6-star. So, all of his powers here, except the last one down here, which is partially blocked by my camera. Then for the bonus stars, we have the extra next health gold. Support champs have that focusing crystal. Nomad's medallion, pyromantic wake, which is so good. And then the pirouette with the Yordle portal. So, this should be more of what the adventure is tuned for. And as far as our build, we're trying to go for our cost reduction and Swain's relic build, so we can get him on the board round 1. But also, very importantly, that drain 5, that extra sustain, should really help us out here. So yeah, let's go try Swain versus Swain. I've only beaten Swain once with Nidalee, and it was a struggle but fun challenge. Yeah, Nidalee. Well, this challenge is going to be very difficult. All right, hold them off. A frostbite, not terrible. This would have been better for our Viego run, to be honest. Let's try a reroll. Game starts on a Hex Tech Observatory. That's okay. That's okay. I will say one thing I do kind of agree with a lot of people is that it's kind of rough that you don't get as many upgrades as you do in the Lysandra adventure up first. The fact that you get that epic shop where you can get some crazy items really does help you set up. Here, the adventure is the hardest at like the very beginning, and then the longer it goes on, the more powers you get, it gets kind of easier and easier. So yeah, it does like escalate very hard. Although I guess with Lysandra, while you do get the shop, you can be still like one shot round 1. Yeah. All right, Reckless Trifarian. Turret plane finally getting some love. Hey, Pix. Let's... Yeah, we can go with this. Also, again, we start with the attack token. Let's try to pay attention and see if this happens every round. It feels like it does. Also, the fact that they immediately hit you. I wish this triggered before our sustain goes off. I think let's do a Legion Saboteur and then drop our Swain. Well, that's sad. But we just didn't want our Swain to get like immediately stunned or something.
Loyalty through conquest.
Who's ready to reckon?
All right, let's attack.
Everything is on the line. That's a yikes.
Yeah, the fact that we did not get any spells is rough.
Nothing can stop me.
All right, so could drop double house spider. We're close, but not quite there for leveling. We have a lot of stuns, but they're all a little bit slower. I think I might play this to be able to hit their battlecaster. There's a good chance they're about to open attack.
Victory awaits. Such little life.
So Swain Adventure is overall easier than the Lysandra one. Not necessarily. Oh, right, this can't block. It's more that the damage is more, or yeah, it's more consistent. All right, let's go ahead and play this first because it's going to get refilled.
Their time has come. I came to fight.
Because yeah, we need to put a lot of pressure on. That'll deal a good amount of damage. The out of combat damage would keep stunning them. When you deal out of combat damage, stun the strongest back row enemy. Alright, so we could drop this into Iron Legionary. I think I just want to go for as much damage as possible. Let's just try to stun them.
Just like I taught you.
Have as few blockers as possible.
Leave them nothing.
Behind ya.
Alright. GG.
On Noxus.
First one down.
I will break them. On Noxus.
Just tuning in what relic's using. Swain's relic and double plunder.
Conflicts end only one way.
Only need 5 fragments for a 6-star Swain. Nice. The vicious enemy in Swain doesn't give attack token. Okay. This is too expensive. Flow, refill 2 spell mana. Let's just go for the affectionate Poro, but honestly, none of these are that great for us. Alright, so a 3 cost frostbite enemies with 3 or less health. I mean, most of their units will have more damage than health. Ashe isn't bad because we could play her for free, and that's kind of the biggest thing with this adventure is they just put so much pressure on you early. You have to be doing as much damage as you can. So Ashe isn't bad. We would have opportunities to use that sometimes. Double attack. This would help us block more. Wouldn't be terrible. Mountain Goat wouldn't be bad. Galley would be so expensive though. The problem is there's going to be sometimes with Brittle Steel that we just can't use it. Which is kind of the one thing keeping me back from the Ash. Hey, Clear Wings, thank you. This should count as out of combat damage, which is kind of nice. Swain versus Swain is just a draw. I think I'm gonna go. We would be able to play this round 1, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because of the far sight. And the ballistic bot would count as out of combat damage. Okay, there's, yeah, I think we'll go here. Potentially, if we get Victor on the board, maybe we can get lifesteal on him. Maybe. Yeah, the biggest thing is we're going to draw this at the start of the game. We have our landmark that's going to refill our mana, so we could play this for free. We have a spell to play at the start of the game. That can give us a unit. That part right there is what's kind of pushing this over the other potential benefits for me. Alright, champion item chest. Yeah, I think we'll go up here for the Mana Soul student. I think, yeah, Legion Marauder is definitely the harder route. So let's, yeah, go up here. It's also nice that Swain encourages some new unconventional builds for a lot of champions. Yes, there's a lot of different ways you need to try to counter this, which I like. I like the fact that you have to go and try different weird builds specifically for this encounter, and it's not just, oh, use the same thing we always use for every single adventure. I like that it's giving us some differences. Its sustain is nice, but it's immediately offset by damage. Once again, this is the only spell we have, which is why we grabbed it. Alright, so we could drop our ballistic bot. Our Legion Saboteurs would just die immediately. They would get some good damage down. I think I actually might save the Legion Saboteurs and try to have these be units we can attack with, kind of finish off the game if it does a lot of damage. I think let's actually drop a ballistic bot.
I am superior life.
I don't like your aura.
We do just have... we do have 2. Nope, we're gonna go for it.
I have my orders.
If we can front load our damage so that it increases the damage of our spells and skills faster, that'll be pretty helpful. And this is, yeah, also triggering the magic embers. That is a little scary. This one's going to be worse. Let's go ahead and stun that. Don't want it attacking.
Oh, it's Vayne and Sid.
You're okay, Donnie. No,
I think Swain hits a good balance between making you build for the adventure, but letting you stick to your main game plan. Like with Lysandra, you had to be cheesy with spammy champions.
You like spiders?
Inferior design.
I want to keep Mana Soul Student alive for damage. And I also want to keep our ballistic bot alive. So yeah, I think we'll go here. Also, it's sad that we didn't get our Swain, because getting him round 1 is very helpful. And yeah, we'll drop the house spider. Yeah, the turret plate and the tough nexus is going to be something we're wanting to use this time. 6 damage ignition.
Disengage.
Alright, so we can drop our Swain.
Victory awaits.
We are just getting lower and lower. So, like, we're winning, but yeah, we are taking
And
a lot of
Sid.
damage.
You're okay, Donnie. No biggie.
That's not great. 10 damage to the enemy nexus. Yes, please. It is definitely stressful. I beat Swain with Bard, but I'm struggling with Echo. Lifesteal's a must.
And
Yeah.
only one way.
Sustain is very important. The encounters up to Swain felt manageable. Swain encountered himself, though. Wow, he has some nasty cards, including him hitting the board for free turn 1. Lots of cards that damage your entire board. Yeah. I just need the Nova Crystal for the 6-star. Let's go for the Ebb. Having more spells will be nice, and then this could actually give us a little bit of sustain. Although the Demolitionist isn't bad. Let's go for a champion item chest, get more more copies of our Swain. Let's actually go for more draw, because that is a little bit of a weakness of ours. Yeah, we're under half health already, which is not good. Scribe, shop, gold chest. Scribe could actually be really good. We could get like 6 starting mana or more. Scribe could actually be pretty clutch here. I think Aristocrat is probably harder than Broadmane, but let's go try it out. Yeah, Bard, as long as you get lucky with lifesteal, then you're good. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of luck there. We'll get rid of Victor. Well, actually, hold on to the Iron Legionary. What Demacian do you recommend for Swain? Lux Illuminated, depending on how far you have her in her constellation, can be incredibly aggressive and endgame's very fast. So that's a possibility.
Fear the power you do not see.
Same with Vayne. Vayne can be very aggressive early, get a lot of damage down, so that's something that could be helpful. Yeah, I think let's drop this and kill them. They're just going to keep scaling because they're getting that 3 health every round, so being able to kill one of their units round 1 feels pretty good.
Merely pause.
Does more count as Demacia? I mean, yeah, I guess she should. Found and that Dyer. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. We could actually
I
do
have my orders.
double Legion Saboteur.
Explosives pride.
That's not the worst thing in the world. Frieza, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate the support. Which 3-star champs could clear him? Gwen. Gwen should be able to.
This'll shake 'em.
Witness strength.
Yeah, we'll let Swain be first. Granted, he's probably not going to get a strike off.
Behind ya, let's see what you can do.
Alright, at least our top deck will be big. But Swain's going to be pretty close to dying. Let's drop this as a blocker and extra mana. Oh man, this is... Oh, right, yeah, it's just going to immediately die. Let's drop an ephemeral to try to dissuade them from attacking. Actually, if we do this, it'll stun someone. So it'll probably have more of an impact over dropping someone. 13 damage.
Little lives.
Oh, beautiful.
Advent, come here, handsome.
Hello, dear. What have you got us into now?
Alright, so they are out of mana, so they're going to attack. So playing a flow wouldn't be the best here.
What can I say? I'm an adaptable guy.
Alright, perfect. They don't want to attack because of
Mind
the
if I do?
the ephemeral.
I will break them.
Let's just go for this.
Flee or Noxus.
You know what my future is? Glorious.
I love a man with style.
Heard it all before.
Yeah, let's try to... we'll try to just do extra damage.
I will break them.
And then let's attack like this. They can't block because of fearsome. Oh, GG. So how far for the Swain adventure? This is like the third battle. Yes, Nami should be pretty good. Nami has a lot of sustain,
Remember this
very
day.
aggressive early. Nami's another one that should be fine. I have Vayne and Lux at 3 stars. Is that enough? Probably not. It's going to be pretty tough. I mean, if you get lucky, yeah, you could probably do it. But yeah, it'll be difficult getting, like, obviously the higher up in the constellations. Like, this is a 5-star adventure, so it's tuned for 5-star constellations. If you're playing, like, even at 5 stars, you're going to struggle, but even below 5 stars, you're definitely going to struggle. Bouncing Bomb will be really nice here. The damage will scale really well. Discarding a card. This will be great. Assembly line too expensive. Time Trick would be okay. Alright, let's go for Scribe. And let's get a bunch of starting mana. And we still should have enough to get a full heal right here. Yeah, we have... We're doing well. We're doing well. Alright, Jen.
In carnage I bloom like a flower.
Does 4-star Viego have a shot? Yes. Yeah, you're gonna be... It's gonna be difficult. It's always gonna be difficult. But 4-star Viego with that Overwhelm, if you can push enough damage early, yes. Let's get rid of the Fire Spitter and the Arachnoid Sentry. We're still trying to have a lot of cheap cards because we want to be as aggressive as possible round 1. Oh, hit my desk. Let's just... Alrighty. Decent chance our Swain gets stunned already. This is our most expensive spell. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this. We want to get rid of his spell shield. I just want to level up our Swain as soon as possible. And this will help. I beat Swain with 3-star Viego. Nice.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
The few for the many. I will give them a show to remember.
Well, I'm glad we didn't play him immediately, otherwise they would have had slightly enough mana to kill him. Let's drop this here, level up our Swain. Yeah.
Their time has come. Empire above all!
If we could get Swain to have an open block, which we now just activated, then this is going to be fantastic. None of these are strong enough to block his Fearsome. They don't have enough mana for a lot of their other things. I don't think we're going to play the Ravenous Flock because we probably could use a backup Swain. We're going to try to play this slow. I think getting a Ballistic Bot on the board could be helpful.
Such little lives. That I am superior life form.
This would deal more damage. Have it for the attack. This will give us extra mana next round. Sure. Let's try to push a little bit more
Bite doesn't
damage.
hurt, but the venom sure does. Fang's turn.
Pledge or perish.
Alright, so 2 Fearsomes, they won't be able to block. If we played this one, they just block with their Crackshot Corsair. This will be solid.
I will break them.
Alright, so decent start. Razor Greshu, thank you for the follow. Tried Disciple Shadows on Swain against Swain. It's not that great. Plunder Relics are better. Gatebrick, on the other hand, literally carried me. Yeah, there's some other builds for Swain really wanting to do. So he's gonna get stunned. So we put him here. It's just gonna fizzle the attack. We could... I mean, we are worried about Swain dying. But that would also reduce down their attack a little bit.
What do you think, Fang?
Yeah, they have that dancing grenade. They potentially just gonna immediately kill our Swain. So let's hold off on using up our extra copy at the moment. Yeah, he's gonna die regardless.
I knew you'd find your mark eventually.
Struggling with Lily at 3-star, even in the first encounter. The first encounter is honestly gonna be pretty much the hardest often because you have the least amount of power.
I will break them. I can do this.
Alright, so we could drop Fire Spitter. We could try to save this to... That's kind of the balancing act with Swain, is like, do I save something to try to nuke their Nexus later? Or do I try to hit their Nexus now to increase my damage faster? I think we will drop this because it will bring them down quite far. And will help kill one of their City Breakers. Any relic builds for Yasuo? His relic is always fantastic. I think let's actually... Yeah, we could drop this. Let's actually hit their Boom Crew rookie, I think. Oof. Alright, we have 2 copies of Swain. Let's use one here. Just because it's a 1-mana spell. So for Yasuo, Grand Challenge counterplan is actually not bad. Because that gives you really nice, easy sustain. That sucks. That sucks. Overwhelm, really solid to have as well. So Troll King's Crown, that's the rare version. And then yeah, his Tempest Blade is pretty good. Alright, they're pretty much out of mana. We wanted our Swain attack because it's going to hit so hard. The good thing is, it doesn't really matter as much how low we get. They're going to kill us with a Blade's Edge.
I will give them
Yeah.
a show to remember.
Oh well. because we should heal up because this is the boss fight.
Little lives.
So we should heal back to full. Kill your Swain and summon it again. I mean, if we had double Ravenous Flock again, yes, we could have done that.
Killing blooms into artwork.
Patience and virtue make a true swordsman.
Well, this will be nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill that.
Such little lives. I hear it now. The thunderous
Has anyone beat
applause.
Swain with 3-star Yasuo so far?
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't really been keeping too much track.
Justify yourself.
Oh, our Swain's getting stunned. Yeah, that's fine. You just did? Nice.
I will break them.
First encounter is by far the hardest. Yeah, especially when he drops the 5 mana. Guy that deals 1 to your board. Yeah, 16 damage. Alright, we're just gonna open attack. GG. I found yellow power to copy first card played with Lilia, even though I couldn't win. Nice. I mean, getting duplicate would definitely help. Yeah. Okay, so a couple people have beaten him with Swain, or beat with Yasuo. We can, yeah, drop him down to a 1 cost, get extra draw. Draw summon a spell, actually. That could be better for us. Yeah, let's grab that. So treacherous terrain could be pretty helpful. It wouldn't help our damage, but it would help our survivability. I think we will actually go for it. Yeah, we have rerolls, but I think that'll be solid. Yeah. Got both duplicate legendary and then revive. First dead unit legendary power on my Jinx. Never steamrolled harder in my life. Nice. When the foe stuns an enemy, give the foe strongest unit 2 power. I don't really want to go for the Reckoner, to be honest, because I think even if we beat it, we're probably going to be so low. Like, we're doing fine so far, but this isn't like the Viego run where I think I can steamroll everything. We still need to be careful, so I think let's go for the stagehand instead. Treacherous Terrain is super good against Swain. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it should be pretty good, pretty helpful. Let's get rid of the Armed Gearhead. And even Victor, even though I know he could be good. I just feel like Victor's too slow. Could have potentially got rid of the Sentry as well. Nice that we have our Swain, though. Granted, there's a decent chance we play him and he gets immediately stunned. Yeah, let's play this Spiderling first. Because we're...
Heard you're new in the area.
Okay, the board is full.
Master your demons.
Our first spell gets refilled. Let's... go ahead and try to get these two a bit lower. Because we don't have to really kill anyone. Or we could kill one person, but that wouldn't really be worth it. Alright, we're one away from leveling. So let's drop this here. Because if we can get a Swain attack in and just hit their entire board.
Bleed for Noxus.
No one's the wiser.
Alright, so this should do out of combat damage. And should stun their Green Glade Lookout.
I will break them.
Perfect. So nothing else is strong enough to block Swain.
Them nothing.
Let's actually, well, yeah, most of these attacks will get fizzled, but it's fine.
I'm trying to feed my family.
Such little lives. I will break them. Such
I love that attack. It's so good.
for Noxus. I will break them.
All right, so we have everything but one City Breaker dead. Really good. I'm not brave enough to even attempt that red node in this adventure. It worked for our other character. Affectionate Poor is absolutely massive. Sure, we'll drop it.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Humanity is obsolete.
Yeah, I tried it on Viego and it was fine. Let's... This is more expensive. Our first one gets refilled. I mean, actually, if we slow play it, though, there's... Yeah, if we slow play it, we're going to get stunned, which sucks.
Witness strength.
Yeah, let's try to be a little bit faster. Try to get a lot of damage down. They're still potentially going to be able to block our Swain, but with his Overwhelm, he'll still hit the Nexus. Hopefully they don't have any fast speed stuns. I think they probably have a lot of slow ones. Beat with 4 characters on the first try easily, but Ionia doesn't work well.
Merely pawns in a greater game.
Beat it easy with Viego, 6-star Jinx, Ace Morgana. Yeah.
No greater gift than knowledge.
Alright, let's drop this for 11 damage.
Such little lives.
And we'll save this one for next round. We want it to be able to get that mana increase. So yeah, we can just play this one for the draw. The good thing is we don't have as much of a rush anymore, because since all their City Breakers are dead, we're not taking all that extra damage every round. So going a little bit longer doesn't really matter.
Get me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
Alright, let's actually drop this first. And yeah. So this will deal a bunch of damage, stun some of their units. And then 28 damage for this ignition. GG. I used Yas Relic, Grand General's Counterplan, Tempest Blade. Quite the cakewalk. Grand General's Counterplan, MVP here. You just never let them attack. And Tempest Blade to the board here. Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. Although the Yasuo, I guess the Yasuo Relic, you just want that +1 starting mana. Because you're not really recalling that many units. Spellslinger will be fine. Yeah, that'll be the best here. We're kind of actually having bad luck with our Swain. We're not really getting that many crazy helpful powers. Not like our Lysandra run. So while things are going fine, definitely could be better. Focusing Crystal should help us out the most here. Alright, Shop, Thermo Beam, not bad. Especially because we could play this immediately and completely refill our mana. So that actually has potential. Something new at the start of the game is also decent. Just have another blocker if nothing else. So yeah, if we play this first, that actually would be pretty good because it'll be a ton of out of combat damage, nuke one target, refill all of our mana because of our observatory. There it is. Yeah, that could be pretty good. All right, Smooth Soloist. We have no gold, so no. Item chest. All right, so Trifarian Glory Seeker. We're actually almost to Swain. We might make it there. Good morning. How is Swain performing against Swain? We're doing all right. It's tough. It's difficult, but it's supposed to be. So we're doing decent. So yeah, this should work. We'll hold on to it. I kind of want better things than this. We'll get rid of the Poro. And yeah, we can hold on to the rest. The extra mana is okay, but I just want more aggression early, really. Alright, so playing Swain first would actually give us more mana.
Glory, courage, excuses for war.
So we should be able to drop our Thermo Beam and kill that, level our Swain, and refill our mana. Yeah.
I will break them.
Fantastic.
Empire above all.
Is this PvE? No.
Such little lies.
Yeah, it's just the +1 mana in the relic slot is just this for anything that you have it. Yeah. Alright, so we're already leveled. No one can block our Swain. No one can block our Legion Saboteurs.
No one's the wiser.
I'd rather actually have the extra damage on these instead of this here for the moment. I think I want to save the Ephemeral for next round. But getting a Ballistic Bot on the board would be nice.
Such little lives. Flesh was weak, but look at me now. We are at war.
Alright, so we could attack like this, do a lot of damage, potentially just bank that mana. Yeah, I think this is going to be good.
I will break them. Bleed or not. I will.
That's such a good Nexus Strike effect.
Bleed for Noxus.
Yeah, we can bank the mana. That is fine. First run for Swain. I cleared this with Viego already. Yeah, let's drop this Giant Sentry, I think. So we can stun their one big unit. Alright, so that one will get stunned. And we might just, yeah, drop this to kill their rider. Yeah, the Trifarian's going to be useless next round to block anyways. Let's get rid of the rider because he could potentially block our Swain.
Such little lives.
17. I love it.
Break them.
I think once again, we're just gonna hold off. We don't need to spend all of our mana. We can bank it. It's okay. I mean, if this could hit their Nexus, it would be so good. So that says 10. Wasn't it just saying 17? Or was I going crazy? Weird. Let's... Actually, our first spell gets refunded. Let's go for the Ebb.
Bleed for Noxus. Such little lives.
Alright, so 2 people stunned. They still could block our Swain with the Thrashing Snapper. We don't necessarily actually want to rely on our Iron Legionary because we don't want him to get the extra damage effect. Yeah, it keeps like kind of messing up. Oh look, they have no one that can block Swain.
Pledge or perish.
Fantastic. GG. Should be. Yep.
I will break them.
Alright, so we've made it to Swain versus Swain.
I will break them. History will remember us.
Alright. We've been able to get through. We might not be able to win, but that's... I mean, at least we got here. Item chest. We still have 3 rerolls. Ooh, that extra damage, that is beautiful. That's exactly what we would need. We actually haven't used like any of our rerolls because we're waiting for a better time. So we could heal up 7. We haven't seen a pirouette once, which is insane. Is there anything? I mean, we kind of like our deck, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of things they do. There's a lot of good stuff that's doing its job. We could get rid of the Spellslinger because the Arachnoid Sentry with that extra draw is a little bit better. And we're normally not using this for the damage part. Yeah, normally when we see the Spellslinger, we would rather have something else. Either like the House Spider for just the blockers or other units for more damage. Yeah, like even this can help dissuade the enemy from attacking. Yeah. I think we'll get rid of the Spellslinger. Because, like, would heal up, or honestly, we're already going to heal up to pretty much full anyways. So, yeah, Swain versus Swain. Let's see how this goes.
Show them their place.
Hello, Exhausted. We are 5 stars. I think I put that in the title, right? Yep. We are 5-star Swain. Let's get rid of this. Nice to have our Thermo Beam. Even our Iron Legionary, I like it, but there's better things we could be drawing in our opening hand. Didn't read? Yeah, apparently. Your exam got postponed? Nice. We got our Swain in our opening hand. Fantastic.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
Alright, so we will use our Thermo Beam first.
We no longer merely fight wars, we declare them.
We could kill the Legion Veteran, but it'd be nice to try to get their Swain off the board if we can. So let's nuke him immediately.
Such little lives. Empire above all!
War teaches us all.
I will break them.
Explosives prime.
Alright, let's drop this to again try to get these 2 units lower. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Such little lives.
Every scar a lesson.
I will break them.
All right, we need like one more stun so this unit can't block us. Or we could just kill them. There is that. We could drop our... Could drop Victor. When I'm summoned or round start, summon 2 sand soldiers, grant them 2/2. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. That would be a lot of extra damage this round. Probably more damage than anything else, to be honest. And even though they block our Swain, he is overwhelm. That would damage him. Yeah, I think Golden Herald will actually be the best here. Yeah, we could do the portal to drag it away, but I think this will be better.
Skywatch formation.
Yeah, this will be good.
Moving into sight.
War teaches us all.
Bring the others. Deliver them.
All right, that is a lot of damage. We got their Swain off the board. This is doing well. Doing decent.
Loyalty through comfort.
Don't damage Swain. Why would we not damage Swain? I mean, if you mean our Swain, then yeah, I get that he's going to get the ticking damage. We did not draw anyone. Sad. Let's once again drop our Thermo Beam. Pretty good with the mana refill.
Break them. Bleed or Noxus
For the
Like another
Empire.
Golden Herald.
for the many.
So we could just kill their Swain. Which... Wait, is this actually calculating right? Okay. I'm fine with that.
Such little lives. Their time has come. I will break them.
I love his champion spell.
Bleed or Noxus.
Okay, things are going pretty well. Things are going pretty well. Swain is insane in hard fights. He scales so much. Yeah, if you can survive and get some damage down, oh, it's fantastic. We'll do the Affectionate Poro just for the extra mana next round. I just one-shot the entire Thrall army of Lysandra with just one Death Lotus, dealt 12 damage. Nice. We're running this here, double cost reduction, and the Swain Relic. So they actually have enough to block Swain. Although, again, blocking him is not that big of a deal because he has the Overwhelm. It would damage him, which would then increase damage for...
Break them.
No, we want to put Swain first.
Pledge or perish.
With me, Shurima.
Alright, this will be fine. Yeah. Oh my word, they're stunning. Are they... Do they have the Aurelian Soul Bug where they always just stun the person on the right? If they do that... Yeah, Swain spell is so flocking fun. These Golden Heralds are pretty awesome for us. 22 damage. Let's drop a Ballistic Bot. And sure, we can drop a Victor.
Join the glorious evolution.
We won't get any more Sand Soldiers, but that's fine.
Analyzing approach.
Because our Ballistic Bot, we're just going to play this Ignition, and that's going to end the game. Fantastic.
Take arms.
And we didn't really get any crazy upgrades. Like, not compared to our Lysandra run.
I will.
This wasn't that crazy. Oh, man. Ah, GG.
Noxus. Ah, yes. Perfection.
GG. Yeah, the Sand Soldiers work really well. All right, so This is a 5-star adventure, and we cleared with a 5-star champion, and the scaling felt right. It was hard, it was difficult. We definitely could have lost, especially early if we misplayed. We had to make smart decisions in order to succeed, but we were able to succeed. And as far as our powers, we didn't really get anything crazy. We got some nice things. Hex Up Observatory is nice. Being able to hit up Scribe, I think, was good. But like, as far as the items we got, nothing crazy here. Pretty just like, honestly, kind of mediocre run as far as upgrades, and still able to come away with the win. I think the scaling is pretty well for the adventure, but again, remember, it's a 5-star adventure. It's meant to be tuned to 5-star people. If you're playing it below that, yes, you're going to be really fighting an uphill battle. It's going to feel unfair, and that's kind of the point. This is why I didn't upgrade him to 6 stars. I thought about buying the Nova Crystal, and I was like, no, I should at least do one at 5 stars to see how it's feeling. How is Swain's power level compared to Lysandra? So yeah, I said this before. How I kind of think of them, I think Swain is like a line where it's pretty constant. It's most of the challenges are about the same difficulty, because most of the difficulty comes from them having 3 gate breakers or city breakers and another unit. So they're summoning 4 units at the start of the game and doing a lot of Nexus burn damage to you. So that's the main like difficulty, but that's the same for every single battle in there. So Swain's difficulty is much more consistent. It's much closer to a flat line, whereas Lysandra is very spiky because you're getting random powers, and some of these powers have crazy synergies with certain battles. Lysandra, you might have some easy challenges, and then it might spike up where just it's the right power with the right battle, and it is insanely difficult. So for me, Lysandra feels much more unfair, whereas Swain, it's hard, it's difficult, but it's consistent difficulty, not spiky in the same way Lysandra is, in my opinion. Can we do 6-star Swain? Possibly. Let's see. So we have 3 more. We've used the 2 random ones, so now we have to do P&Z, Ionia, and Demacia. I prefer Swain to Lysandra any day of the week. Pretty much, yeah. Lux Illuminated can win, can't she? Yes, Lux Illuminated, especially, she can be one of the most broken champions in the game, especially once you get her starred up. But even without that, Lux Illuminated is able to push so much damage so quickly that she can be really good. You have her Incandescent Baton, really nice. Actually need to give her more epic relics, to be honest. Fear Cleaving Axe, also really good. Crown Guard, fantastic. Deceiver's Crest, fantastic. You can push so much damage early with Lux that she should be able to clear Swain, especially if you just get a little bit lucky. Could use Morgana as Demacia too. Yeah, I think Morgana would actually be solid here as long as you draw her, because she has the sustain to be able to survive. So I would go where? All right, so for Morgana, I don't know if I need to give her some more epic relics as well. I think you want to go for Packed Powder to get her on the board and to help her scale up. So Packed Powder could be really good. Honestly, you could go for the same build we just did for Swain. You could go for Packed Powder, Scourge's Stash, and the Swain Relic, just so that you get your Morgana on the board round 1 and get scaling. The issue would be you would not have as many of your champion spell, which would be a little bit rough. But that's something to possibly do. This new adventure promotes epic relic that gives 1 mana. Well, that, and it is a 5-star, and the 5-star for every champion is extra mana. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's go and try the Swain 6-star, I think. This will actually be the first 6-star that I've actually bought, but for me, I want to be able to do guides for all the champions. I feel like I need to have the champion maxed out in order to do the guide for them. Noxus Nova Crystal, Noxus Gemstone, 1 Noxus Nova Crystal. This should be all we need. Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab that. Luckily, for me, this counts as a business expense. Luckily. Okay. All right, so 6-star Swain. This should be fun. Do we want to stick with this Swain build? I know, we need to change the title again. All right, let's go again. Try Swain versus Swain. We'll try to take the harder... Why are you glowing so much? Oh, I guess you guys can't see. Oh, wait, here. I'm going to move this for a second. Oh, moved the wrong thing. It's glowing more than normal. That's weird. Okay, let's just put that back down in the corner. Oh, it's because I had enough to buy something with a gemstone if I wanted. That's what that glows for. All right, let's try Swain versus Swain again. This time we're going to go down the harder route. Well, the harder adventures that we kind of avoided last time, and just see how the 6-star plays. Finally beat the red node with Gwen. Nice. Blade's Edge isn't bad. Emperor's Dais also not bad. This will be scaling a lot more in the later games, so that's okay. Be pretty weak early, but it's fine, I guess. Let's test out some AoE spells if possible. Yes. We just have to get lucky with actually getting those. Honestly, yeah, this first fight is kind of the most difficult. Because you have the least amount of power. Also, yeah, our 6-star is just like all of them, right? Every spell. Alright, so this deal 3 to an enemy and 2 to the enemy nexus. So with this one spell, we are going to level up our Swain.
Merely pawns in a greater game. Victory awaits.
Okay, they gave it the Swain animation. Nice.
Leave for Noxus. I will break them.
Yeah, people were like, oh, there's no fancy new Swain effects. It's like, guess there kind of is. Oh, Ravenous Flock. Oh. That's suddenly so much better. Like, it was already good. Oh, my word.
Explosive pride.
That's a lot. That's a lot of damage we just did.
Behind ya.
Now that we've established Swain-related expenses is business expense, no excuse not to slam your tabletop. I mean, you somewhat have a point, but it's, yeah, I don't think I want to deal with that. I'm kind of blown away with how much we just annihilated this adventure.
Their time has come.
Oh my word. Accountants would love to hear that excuse. Yeah.
And only one way.
Why did you break so many desks? Oh my word. Alright, Howling Gale. It's a spell. Love to see it. And then it's one that can scale up. Yeah, let's... That was a lot. Cosmic Binding. Oh, Formless Blade actually wouldn't be bad. Yeah, cheap spell, does decent damage. That'll be nice to hit everyone with. It's going to be so easy to level Swain now. Spells chest, that's actually perfect. So Legion Marauder, we haven't done this one yet. I've kind of been too scared to do it on most of my other runs. Let's see how it goes. You just need to establish deck slamming as a core part of your brand. Easy way to one-shot the Nexus with Pyromantic Wake. Pyromantic Wake isn't going to trigger every time, I don't think. Because it's not like the spell is doubled, it's just the damage, we are doing the damage again, I think. But it scales. It's definitely gonna help us like do a lot of damage faster. Legion Mirage with Deathless, how fun. Again, yeah, I think we're always starting with the attack token, so that's nice.
The few for the many.
Let's have some fun.
Let's play this first. And then we'll do our Howling Gale. Yes.
Their time has come. Victory awaits. I will break them. Such little lies.
Yeah. 6-star Swain is pretty great.
For Noxus.
Also, them having Deathless doesn't matter because they're just all gonna die. We could actually just use our Ravenous Flock, but yeah, let's go for our Howling Gale. Is Swain Relic only through Golden Reliquaries? No, it's also in the Swain bundle.
At war. Bleed for Noxus.
This adventure is actually perfectly tuned to 6-star Swain because you always get the attack token. You can drop Swain turn 1. You level him turn 1. They don't even have an enemy for us to play stuff against.
Such little lives.
Alright, I guess we'll... Sure. Yeah, got that.
Explosives primed.
The ephemerals will die, but that'll just do more damage to their Nexus.
Damn it.
You tested Yasuo yet? Nope. To be honest, I couldn't care less about Yasuo, sadly.
I will break.
I don't have any Yasuo champion fragments, though, so... Can't really do much with him.
Conflicts and only one
GG.
way.
Swain Relic is free to play. Technically, yes, but it's not supposed to be. Alright, so Fervor is great. Flock. This actually would give our Ravenous Flock... Yeah, this would give it that extra burn damage. So that'll be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. All three of these are actually solid. All right, Crimson Aristocrat, Smooth Soloist, solid. Now that you have the 6-star, have you tried with only one Plunder Relic and Gatebreaker? You can still play him turn 1 because of the 3 cost. That wouldn't be bad. I haven't tried that yet, though. We really do need to try a bunch of Swain builds out, especially rare relic only builds. That is something we will be working on. Yeah, I got the Yasuo relic from the Golden Reliquary. Huh. Since they're all damaged, we could immediately use a Ravenous Flock. Let's actually do both of these together. Actually, let's just use a Death's Hand first. Alright, still no Swain. Oh, you want to see what... This is great. So we're doing the damage on one of these, but they're all not damaged or stunned, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it's actually pretty good.
Let me show you what I can do.
All right, so we'll try to use like a Blade's Edge or Pirouette to kill them next round. But yeah, sad we didn't get our Swain.
I served for decades, and you call on me now.
3 damage to everyone. Actually, our skills also, their extra damage is going to be increased as well, which will be fantastic. We don't have enough mana to be able to play that skill. Yeah, we don't have enough damage to kill them. Unless... Yeah, we could use our Blade's Edge. Does this say out of combat? When you damage an enemy with a spell or skill, do the same amount to all other enemies as well. So yeah, there's really like no limitations on this, which is fantastic. So yeah, I think we'll use this into the Pirouette.
Lord teaches us all. Still have some fight left in me.
Alright, so we will deal 3 damage to this and stun that. 3 damage, stun. Let's do this one. We didn't have mana to use Blade's Edge last turn.
Every scar a lesson.
Oh, this actually can be funny. So we were able to kill that unit even though that spell wasn't meant to kill people. Oh, that's good. Alright, let's drop our House Spider.
The young fight for glory. I fought for legacy.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, Swain is definitely very helpful, so the fact that we're not having him is a little sad.
I found my family, my bloodkin.
They might end up playing one more card. Don't really want to risk it, though. The fact that it also works with your skills is so nice. It's not just your spells.
Try to understand. I matter, you don't.
Sure. Let's go ahead and kill that here.
And I smile.
And let's drop this for damage. And we'll just be able to finish them off with spells next round. It feels like they designed this adventure for only 5-star champs. I mean, yes. Yes, they did, because it's a 5-star adventure. That's kind of the point. I've won with Gwen, Jinx, yes. Morgana. Any recommendations for a 5th, assuming most things I have are 3 stars? So you have Ionia, you have Morgana, you have Jinx. Yeah, the 5th one can be anything. Couldn't beat it with 7-star Swain. Oh, that's hard. Or 3-star Swain. Yeah, that's... For Swain, you probably want to at least get the damage on your Blade's Edge. Aatrox, yeah, could be interesting. You could be able to get a lot of sustain. So the Mega Inferno Bomb would be really fun, but very expensive. And Blade's Edge, by getting this, it makes the one we summon every round have all these effects. So this is actually what we're going to go with. Yeah, it's really big. Allies have 1/1 for keyword. It's not bad, but I'd rather have something for spells. Come on, something fun. Yeah, sure. We'll just grab Unyielding. Just as a backup plan, not that we'll probably need it. Since we have Unyielding, though, we can be super aggressive with our cuts. Alright, Jin.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
I feel like Elder Dragon would be too slow for this one. But maybe LeBlanc sounds reasonable. I mean, yeah, some people I think were struggling with LeBlanc. But... I mean, everyone's gonna just come down to luck some regards. Ah, we actually have Swain this time. Fantastic. Yeah, let's just drop him on the board.
Born a patrician, I became a soldier.
What matters the maker if not her divine work?
I promise it will be immortalized in our performance.
Yeah, let's go ahead and kill that right away. We do not want our Swain getting recalled.
Their time has come. Empire above all!
I heard people were able to clear this with Aesol pretty easily.
I will break them.
This is 5 damage, so playing this would just kill everything. Sounds good. It's such a big difference when we actually have Swain. Also, the fact we got some good spells. That helped as well. We just had bad luck last round. Isn't Aesol like the best deck in the game? I mean, that's pretty debatable, especially with 6 stars now being around. Aesol is definitely very strong, though. He doesn't have anyone else for us to hit with spells to go through Spell Shield. Yeah, I guess we'll drop this.
I have my orders.
Although we have our Swain also to block, so it's not that big of a deal. You know what? He can sit on the board. It's fine. We'll just nuke his Nexus.
Such little lies.
Yeah, Aatrox, you get that lifesteal pretty much guaranteed. And then you also get all of your sustain from all of your strikes. GG.
done what is needed.
6-star Swain is pretty fun. Spell shield, not bad. Let's try a reroll. We have some slow spells, I think. Yeah, that'll be good. And let's try the harder route, the Reckoner. This will just give us even more scaling for our star powers. Mega Inferno Bomb just did 20 damage twice. Nice. This isn't bad. Also, yeah, look, they are starting with the attack token. So I think this is the only one where it's not guaranteed for you to start with the attack token.
Stay back, cowards. All will kneel before Noxus.
Yeah, we'll drop Swain. They're likely going to attack. But I mean, he's going to refill our mana anyways, which will be nice. Yeah, this is fine.
Vision to see what others.
All right. Let's see. Three damage. Let's see if this damage goes through top. Nope, but that makes sense.
Victory awaits.
If you play Morgana against Swain, does it use Targon or Demacia? If you have Demacia open, I think it should use that. I think I want to stun that Reckoner. So let's do 2 damage and stun that. Your first clear is Morgana, use the Demacia slot, perfect. And then we can pair both of these together to kill everything else. It is nice that they gave Swain's spell effect to that 6-star. It is awesome. Will Lux boost spell work on Husk units from Evelyn? It should, right? I mean, they're units on your board. So if they have Spirit or Impact, then yes. Yeah, it should work. 5 to a unit, 7 to a unit. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill him. Could wait for them to try to block. Let's actually just do damage to their Nexus. He'll get stunned. He doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, if you don't want to block, then we'll just do a whole bunch of damage.
I will break them. Such little lives.
Yeah, if the Husks don't have Spirit, then it's not gonna, like, boosting is only affecting Spirit. So if they don't have Spirit, then it's not really gonna matter.
After the battle for Ravens. Such little lives.
6-star Swain is definitely very fun. Swain does give you a lot of interesting interactions with your spells. Oh my word.
Take their land. Bury them in it.
That's one very large spider. So we could just... Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's actually... we can't because of that spell. Alright, so we'll do this here. And this. And that should end the game. Yep, GG.
History will remember us.
Yeah, without having Spirit, like, boost does nothing. They have to have Spirit or Impact. If the Husk has one of those, then yeah, the boost will work on it, because it's still a unit. Mystic Shot, that'll be nice. But boost doesn't just give you stats. It has to actually have the right keywords on it. Probably not going to use any of these. That would really help us. Yeah, let's just go for the disarmed. That's fine. Slipstream. That's not bad. Draw 2, grant them fleeting. Actually fine with what we have. Kingpin. We probably wouldn't have enough for his power because I think it's like 500 gold. So let's just go and see if we can get another shop or some fun spells. So, the Maker. Alright, Tellstones, Slinger. Let's actually get rid of this. And yeah. I will say his 6-star does actually encourage you to go back towards damaging spells, whereas without his 6-star, you don't actually care as much. You just want spells because they're able to get the Pyromantic Wake. So it's a little funny how some of the way through his progression you don't care and you just want any spells, but then other times it's like, no, we have to get spells. So, burst speed, yeah, we don't have our Swain, which is sad. How's it going? Going pretty well. Oh, Kennen is definitely getting recalled. That'll be fine, though. Yeah, let's just try to get rid of these as much as possible.
Wind and thunder.
I don't really care about our units dying, so this is fine. So, I mean, they're just going to get recalled. Man, imagine getting enfeebling on your...
I will make it beautiful.
Enfeebling on your Swain, where you hit one spell and it just not only nukes the whole enemy board, but also then reduces all of their power. That's going to be fun.
No greater gift than knowledge.
Huh. Well, this will be fun. Yeah, the fact that it is a skill as well is fantastic. I like both Swain and his adventure. I think both of them are pretty well done. Obviously, the adventure is very simple in the fact that it's pretty much just the Vi campaign. And they just updated, or like added a bunch of items to all the starting deck, and they gave everyone the exact same difficult powers.
Finally, some action.
So it's not like it's crazy. It's like, oh man, I can't believe they made this. It's not like it's a whole brand new adventure, but it gives us another reason to play it because the Vi 2-star campaign, it's not like anyone's going to go back and replay that. So yeah, overall, I am very happy with this patch and the content we got from it so far.
Take a stance and hold it.
Yeah, it does get bugged out with the damage increase because this just was saying do 11 damage. I was like, I don't think so. And so yeah, when I brought it out, then it actually kind of reset. same with this. It's not going to deal 13. Let's see. Yeah, we could just kill some units though. See, now it goes to the 3 damage. But I'm not happy with only 5 wins to give rewards. I mean, I think it's okay in the fact that a lot of people are struggling with it, and if you look online, there's a lot of people very upset. GG. So I think it was fine, especially for their first one, to make it just 5 wins. And like, similar to Lysandra, they can add more rewards to it later if they want. So I think starting off with 5 wins is okay. Derber Debbie. I was actually with Derb. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Derber Debbie, even though that's kind of wrong. And Poots on Newts. Thank you for the follow. Also, aren't they planning on one of these every month? That's a lot of rewards. They haven't committed to one every month, but they've said they can do these quickly, and they plan on doing a lot of these. So hopefully it's one every month, but don't like stick to that because we don't necessarily know that that's happening. Yeah, this is fine. They just said it's not that difficult, which makes sense because, yeah, it's not that big of a change. And so we should be able to see them fairly regularly. We'll get rid of the house spider. All right, Swain versus Swain. Hopefully actually draw our Swain this time. It always feels a lot worse when he's not on the board. But this is their first one, and so they are trying to see the reaction to it. I think, well, seemingly a lot of the reaction online is people that are upset they can't stomp through it, and so they're mad about that. Bet $100 that Swain will win. Yeah, you're probably right. I do love that we start the attack token pretty much every fight.
Loyalty through conquest.
Explosives prime.
Alright, so let's start with a Blade's Edge.
Empire above all.
I beat Lysandra the first 5 times with 3 stars, so you don't have to max out. Yeah, no, you don't have to max out, but it's meant for like later game challenges. So if you're not maxed out, you're gonna have a hard time. That doesn't mean it's impossible, but it's gonna be hard.
After the battle, the ravens feast. Every scar a lesson.
Yeah, we do so much damage that, yeah, you level so fast. Do we want to drop Neela, Legionary? No, I think I'm fine with just doing this. We would like to save some of these effects for later. We'll maybe drop Neela and just kill their Swain though. But holding on the other 2's nice. 6-star shenanigans is great. But yeah, we were able to beat Swain before without the 6-star.
Excuses for war.
Let's just focus on the Nexus. He'll get stunned.
I will break them.
Let's just keep dropping our house spiders.
They should thank me for the favor.
Oh, it's so good.
Little lives.
And yeah, since we're out of our damage increase for our spells, we'll just hold off on our Mystic Shot. 5-star Vex works great in this adventure too. Yeah, I imagine. Vex I've been very impressed with recently. Let's just, do another Blade's Edge.
I will break them. They are weak. I can feel it. Victory awaits.
Does that have Ravenous Hydra on it? It does have Ravenous Hydra. That's hilarious. That's really funny to me. Oh well. GG. Huh, Noxian Guillotine.
Such little lives.
Even the Iron Ballista has Ravenous? Cool.
We have done what is needed.
The other Swain had an item that makes them be summoned at the start of the game. Yep, 20 damage Mystic Shot. It's because they had so much Nexus health. Oh, that's a new record. Huh. We didn't even have, like, the best. We could definitely get that lower. You've not slammed your table a single time. I really like my table. Yeah, that still took a while. We could definitely try to get that time down lower. 6-star Swain is super fun. I don't think you definitely don't need the 6-star. The biggest thing is hitting this right here. Spells you acquire in Adventures of Pyromantic Wake. Like, he's fine with just his 3 stars. Still fun. But once you're able to go up and grab this, it makes him feel so much better. So don't feel like you have to try to get the 6-star. But being able to get this will make him feel much better. Raiding Party also helps out a lot. So just getting this here is really big. That makes him feel so much fun. Spells you acquire is pretty dang good for all of them. Yes. All right, let's see. I guess someone was saying try Packed Powder. I think it was Dracor. Swain's Relic. And Gatebreaker. Because you can still play him turn 1 because we have the +1 starting mana from the 3-star. That could be interesting. Is there another relic we'd want to do? I think we've looked at Spellweavers before, and yeah, it wasn't good. A lot of their good spells are not 2 costs. Trying to look for what other things we might want to use. What is below him as far as cost? Starting deck. So Pirouette or Iron Legionary or Arachnoid. Any 3 of these is what we're going to draw if we use Found Fortune. Is his Relic Biss? Seems like there's a lot of good combos for him. His Relic is very nice, especially when you pair it with a Plunder Relic, so you can get him on the board turn 1. Hello, Jump. Let's try Gatebreaker plus... Did we already go over it? Double Riptide. I do need to practice some rare relic only builds. Let's go against Lysandra this time. And let's try this rare relic only build. Alright, so yeah, Lysandra. That's too much Riptide. I mean, yeah, you could just use one. We are gonna overcap the stack slightly. Yes. I need a Vayne bundle now. Yeah, Vayne is super fun. Let's see. Not a lot of spells. Oh, this is actually perfect. That's actually great. What's the last Lysandra mission you have left? Oh, I have... oh, Explosive Energy is going to be great. Shurima. I need to do it with a Shurima champion. Hey everyone, sorry for being gone. Been adjusting to a new job and taking summer courses. Tropical Storm taking out my power the last 30 hours didn't help. Swain is great. Both the challenge as well as the champion. I'm enjoying both of them quite a lot. Very fun. That Aftershock looks great. This at game start is good. This is a trap. Don't want to do that. That'd be bad. Let's try one reroll here. Okay, doubling dice. Don't mind that. We could do a reroll. We have enough gold if we got something fun. So, sure. Possession, hidden pathways, reckoning, disintegrate. Disintegrate's actually not terrible. But we're fine. Alright, champion item chest here. Hit that stairs. Wouldn't actually mind going down the hard route. So yeah, let's go for the hard route here. So Omen Hawk. You need streamer as well? Yeah. Toast, please get a toaster for your face cam. I mean, I don't really have anything to put it on. To put it in for the camera. Are you saving the Lysandra run for something or just unlucky? It's more that I haven't felt like doing it. Let's get rid of Spellslinger. And one Aftershock. I would like to get our Swain. I've kind of been saving for one of my Shurima champs to get decent upgrades as far as their constellations, but I've not gotten any fragments really for either of them. Or I've struggled getting fragments, and I've also struggled getting the star crystals. Oh, right, we can't drop Swain round one. Right. That's a thing. Let's play this because we can play it for free. Nilly is from Shurima, isn't she? Yes, but she's already one of the ones I've completed with. Is Tabasco toast also a valid name here? I actually like Tabasco. I eat Tabasco every single day, actually. I have it on my eggs for breakfast. There's a decent chance they're going to play more things, but let's drop this here and at least kill these two, because this is the one with all the power.
If they're out there, I'll spawn.
Wonder if Talia 5-star be better than 5-star Kaisa. I mean, 3-star Talia is better than 3-star Kaisa, so it makes sense. Yeah, I miss playing Swain round one. But again, we're trying to do a rare relic build. So we can't get too crazy with it. Let's just go for House Spider so we have mana for our Death's Hand.
There's a scent in the air.
Light the signal.
Can you put on a Lucius Malfoy costume to do some Swain cosplay? Yeah. Not actually that big of a fan of Harry Potter. Don't have costumes for all the characters. Thank you. Apparently I sneezed and didn't even think about it. Because I'm just seeing a bunch of bless yous in the chat like, oh. Guess I sneezed.
Took the bait.
Alright, so... yeah, we should just be able to drop Swain. He should auto-trigger Plunder. Cannon Barrages should do a bunch.
Empire above all.
I think Kaisa is going to be very good when she gets
Such little lives.
maxed out.
I will break them. Such little lives. They walked around.
Huh.
Praise the Noctora. Remember this day.
That was fun. Yeah, the last three were... they all went down to 1. They were all saying 8 damage, but it's just we have the 3 for our power. We dropped Swain and he ended the game. Both of these are too expensive. Decimates would be fun, but yeah, that's just too much, so I guess we'll just go over here. Pie Toss is fine. Nice cheap little damage spell. Oh boy, Shaman. At least we're not playing Diego. Yeah, with Swain, some of the tooltips are freaking out a little bit. Yeah, it's only the first 3 that get the increase in damage. Oh. I thought they'd play something. Oh my word, did they really... okay, I mean, everything will get frostbitten, but... are they just waiting for us to... yeah, that's kind of... not too surprised there. They just all have spells to screw our units. They don't actually have any units of their own. Well, I mean... most of my things are at their units as well, so we're kind of both in the similar boat of we just have spells to counter each other's units, but don't actually have that many units of our own. Okay, there we go. 6 damage, perfect. Alright, nice. Well, we could drop Swain. Sure, he's gonna get
Empire
frostbitten, but whatever. Just like an old single combat standoff.
Such little lives. I will break them.
Well, GG.
History will remember us.
That's just... there. There's a nice slam for you. Manifest a 6 cost spell from your regions. Man, we're having really bad luck with just getting the crappiest rewards. Like, I don't want any of these. Oh, man. This sucks. Alright, let's go for Wild Claw. Ooh, Spells Chest. We're probably going to go here. Epic Spells Chest. I'm just going to slam the microphone. Alright, let's... I mean, it's a 2 cost. Yeah, I guess. This is fine. Let's try to see if they play something. Alright, perfect. And bye-bye. Removal is pretty fun. What if Swain just slam poetry? Oh look, he's already leveled. Will he end the game? We'll have to see.
Victory awaits. The few for the many. I will break them. Bleed for Noxus.
I hit my desk that time. Maybe the microphone didn't pick it up. Or I just timed it perfectly with Swain's, so you didn't even notice. Let's heal 1, stun that. Oh, that's fun.
Such little lives. I will break them.
So yeah, as far as a rare relic build, this one is pretty good. You could go for 1 less Riptide battery, because technically we're overfilling the stack. I mean, yeah, it'll do enough. GG. So you could go for like double Gatebreaker plus
What is needed?
Riptide battery if you wanted. Death Lotus, Stylish Shot. Most of their units are all dying anyways. They're not really getting the chance to attack. Although I am curious on how AoE spells work. We haven't really gotten any to test. Sure, and I guess we'll try it out. Deal 1 damage to 2 different randomly target enemies. Yeah, we're wanting to test out AoE spells, so let's go for it. Huh. I mean, Trifarian is good. We're normally not needing it, but fine. If the game goes longer, it works really well with our 4-star. All right, Inquisitor. Yeah, the Electro Harpoon is definitely better. If we weren't trying to test out AoE spells, that would have been better. Also, Stylish Shot probably would have been the better choice as well. But again, trying to test out AoE spells. Let's go ARAM. Yeah, we'll go up for the hard route. Let's hold off and see what they do. Okay. So yeah, we don't have enough to kill the Unbound. Which is a little sad. And let's... Well, let's do an Aftershock here and a Pie Toss here. That way we have enough mana for another Pie Toss to maybe... I mean, it's probably not really going to finish him off, but we'll try. Yeah, Deepening Strike would be fantastic to have. Look at that, it worked. Fantastic. Sure. Dizzy 72, thank you for the follow. All right, we can grab or drop our Swain. Could wait for them to have units. Yeah, it's 5 mana. They'll play something, right? Right?
I follow the Freljord's
All right, there we go.
leader. Victory awaits. By my hand will Noxus run. I will break them. Bleed for Noxus.
Oh, this guy's a 0 cost.
The bite doesn't hurt.
Oh, because he's Titanic, that's why. Oh, man.
Perish. I will break them.
All right, we'll just play this and end the game. Kill the Watcher with damage.
Remember us.
I mean, it actually would be possible if we got Lysandra low enough. Alright. City Breaker, Shock Blast. I mean, this is very expensive, which is sad. Sure, we'll grab it though. It'd deal decently well. Yeah, let's keep trying the Death Lotus. Maybe we'll play it one day. Let's go up for the hard route. So, Rot Colossus. Killed the Watcher with like 3 Yasus on the board. I've stolen the Watcher twice and used it to obliterate Morgana. Not Morgana, Lysandra. That was fun. I know we could play these round 1, but we just want more damage spells. I think my favorite Swain build is going to be playing him round 1, though. That's just the best.
Me. That's why Smith.
Sure. Well, they might play more.
Better get the forge going. Here, let me see that.
They did not have 4 mana left. Oh. Let's actually wait. If they attack, we could play a Death's Lotus and see how much damage it deals.
She took my love. I'll take her heart.
Could also play a Shock Blast. Or we could just kill them all right now with the Thermo Beam. I guess let's try to get them a little bit lower. Sure, this will be fun. Have a blocker, that way our Death Lows will do a little bit more damage. I mean, yeah, Shock Blast would have been able to kill them. Okay, so the damage for each one is carrying over to the others, because this is just doing 2 damage, so it shouldn't be enough to kill, especially the Huntress. So the damage it's also doing over here. So yeah, the AoE damage does hit everyone, is what it should be happening. Because yeah, 2 damage. Yeah. That's really awesome. So, yep, AoE spells are broken for Swain. That being said, this is like our third, maybe second, I don't know. We've done a couple adventures with 6-star Swain, and we haven't really gotten any. Again, we want to play stuff for their units. Let's, yeah, play this, I guess. That would be fun. Alright, please play something.
Hand me a weapon. I've a beast to put down.
Alright, thank you.
Lori.
Guess we're no longer a unit-based spell deck. Is Swain's relic worth buying the bundle? I like the relic, so for me, yes. And I think it's one that is actually going to be fairly
Take from the rich, give to the
broad. It's not just going to be used for like one person. Because since you can use that relic plus double plunder relics, it's going to make it really good for a bunch of different champions. Like Pike, if you wanted, you could go double plunder relic plus that one and get Pike on the board round 1. But pretty much any champion that's 4 or 5 cost, even 6 cost if you wanted, you can play them turn 1 as long as you draw them. So if that playstyle sounds fun to you, then yes, I would say it's worth it.
the goods on this one.
Well, that is rude. Alright, I guess we'll just use this. GG. Man, so many things that just aren't spells. I guess we'll go for Lord Malott. Alright, Howling Abyss. Death Sand. We know we're going to draw it. Only hold down to Heimerdinger to increase our odds of drawing Swain. Hey Toast, is the new Swain relic supposed to be in the pool of golden reliquaries?
I go with
Technically, no. No, it is not supposed to be in there. It is in there, though, and if you get it that way, it's fine. They're not going to take it away from you. But technically, no, it's not supposed to be in there. Yeah, let's just try to get him a bit lower. Yes. If you picked it up from a golden reliquary, you get to keep it, which is very nice, especially if you're someone like me that you already had most of them. We're gonna pass and do a double Death's Lotus, I think. That's still gonna hurt a lot. But with them doing damage, they might do the damage immediately with the Pyromantic Wake and then boost up their damage. We'll try it. We'll try it.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, I wanted them to attack with everyone because that would do a lot more damage. Oh well. So yeah, if they attacked with everyone, which is what I was hoping, then we would have at least killed Yasuo and been closer. Oh well. A Lord with Black Cleaver raiding party sounds nutty. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just drop Swain and clear the board.
Empire above all. Fear the powers do not.
Hello, Gaius Quintus.
I will break them. Such little lives. Bleed for Noxus.
Well, we are very much going to overfill our hand this next round. Ah, we can't actually attack. Sad.
The oasis of the dawn flows again.
I mean, we were doing a lot more damage earlier. I mean, our damage now is going to be insane. Alright, so that'll be 14. Well, that'll kill most things, and it will stun Nautilus.
Their time has come. Such little lives. Bleed for Noxus.
Well, that was fun. GG. I mean, it didn't quite kill the Nexus. We had to play another spell. Pirouette's fine. I did a ASOL yesterday with my Swain, got the power that deals 4 to the enemies who die outside of combat. Glorious. Yeah, I got that, I think, in our Lissandra run, and that was very fun. I think we already have explosive entrance, but we're barely playing any units. So it kind of doesn't actually help us that much. Sure, let's summon a 2 cost at the start of the game, which would be Chemtech, Pharaohs, House Spider, Spellslinger. It's fine. Static Shock is okay, but expensive. But as we scale up in damage, it's going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, it's okay. Let's do 1 reroll here. Judgment. I mean, this is nice to have at the start of the game. Let's do a reroll here, see what we get. Nothing good. Ah, well. Okay. I mean, we could play the Tellstones twice just for the damage. Yeah, we don't really care about the other effects. Could pick up Darius for the fun of it. Yeah, I'm actually pretty fine with what we already have. Guess we'll buy one of these for the item. And sure, we'll just buy some of this because we have the money. I was hoping we were going to get items for our spells there. Oh well. Alright, Ornn, and at last they awaken.
Building a deck, are we? Excellent.
After playing him a bit more, I actually dig House Spider in the deck. Clutch to have blockers or fodders to kill for damage. Yes, his starting deck is very well put together. It's a bit frustrating in that it's like thematically all over the place and not great that way, especially since we've already seen so many of these cards before. But yeah, functionally, it's a very well put together deck. Got a Vex run with Explosive Finale, pretty nuts. Nuking their Nexus for 8 per unit. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Our hearts beat in rhythm with the bellows.
Did we just... How did that die? I wasn't paying attention. Don't they... The foe summons a apprentice. What happened to their apprentice? What happened to our unit that we summoned at the start of the game? Did our unit have like, oh, Trifarian? Oh, Trifarian, that must have been what killed them. I was like, what? I heard the voice line of them dying, but I wasn't looking to see what actually happened. Let's drop this.
Explosives prime.
Do I play just Path of Champions? Yes. Yes, I do. Find it more enjoyable.
The mountain.
Because this sorts of crazy things you could not do in the actual game. Like dropping a 4-cost 30/24.
Kindle picked me. That's why
They'll never see it coming.
I wonder who they're gonna block.
Behind ya.
Vista, help!
What good are the War Mothers?
Is this actually gonna deal damage? Oh yeah, it will. Even though we're out of mana, it's gonna still... Okay, yeah, that would've been fine. Lord Malott with a giant mallet? Yeah, pretty much.
Fine, I'm here. Let's get on with it.
Well, we could stun him, or we could just kill him. Bye-bye.
In position.
GG. Wow, they really made Vagar Noxian. Double True Shot Barrage sounds a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, let's just go here. We are actually fairly low on health. So it wouldn't be bad to cut a card or to heal. 12 health is a lot. We do have a lot of cards we want to cut though. Yeah, I'm gonna be greedy. We have a revive if things go terrible. Hey look, I'm inevitable.
At last, my time is at hand.
Also, it doesn't even matter if we win or not. We've already cleared Lysandra. It's not a big deal. Let's see. We'll hold on to Heimerdinger to increase our odds of drawing our other unit. Tidal Wave we don't really want at the beginning. Kind of the same with Static Shock. Yeah, as long as we can get ahead early, we just start getting such crazy damage. It's so much fun. Let's play this first.
Let's go, Fang.
Let's attack and see what they play.
These are troll lands.
All right, well, that's going to be slightly difficult to kill. Let's get some cost reduction on our Swain. Yeah, looks good.
A dark cloud looms on the horizon.
All right, Swain will level. A lot of that damage is probably going to get blocked by the top.
My hands will Noxus blight. I will break them. Such little lives.
Also, this could actually end up scaling them up for the I'm inevitable.
Awaits.
At least you actually get to play cards. Yeah. This is going to scale them up so much.
I will break them.
Yeah.
Such little lives.
That Trundle's going to be massive. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's not actually going to kill her. But it will stun her. At least. Yeah. We're going to have the cost increase, right? Oh, I guess that's just... Oh, well. That's handy.
Such little lives.
Alright, this, yeah, should... Yeah, we'll just deal with 3 damage there. Alright, at least we're able to shut them down. But that Trundle's gonna be so big. Yeah. $11 damage isn't bad. Problem is if we wait... Well, even if we open attack, they're still gonna probably stop us. Our Lord Malat will get a strike off. Yeah, they're probably gonna play things, but we'll just drop this here.
For nothing, I will break them.
Frostbiting that one, interesting. Alright.
Such little lives.
He has so much health. And he just keeps getting bigger because we keep damaging him but not killing him. He's just gonna end up one-shotting us.
Schools suck.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, let's try to save the pirouette to stun him, because we're probably gonna need it. Oh, man. He just keeps getting bigger.
I'm gonna make a U-sickle. One troll to rule them all.
Yeah, I just don't... I think we'll actually hold off and see what they do. Because we have a burst speed stun if we need to. I mean, it's more of like a burst speed stun slash board wipe. Alright, well, that's pretty much everything. This will just kill everyone but him. He has so much health. Yeah, we'll just drop this here.
Merely pawns in a greater game. I will break them.
Yeah, we're not really going to try to kill him. I mean, he does have scouts. He'd actually probably overfill our hand, though. Yeah, we actually don't want Heimerdinger.
Need a guiding hand.
Huh. So he got the strike off after he went big. Well, that's nice. Man, we've not been struggling at all so far this fight.
Pledge or perish.
Sure. We'll probably get entombed, but
Die.
fun. Well, we could deal 16 damage to everyone. Kind of want our Swain to stay alive, though. Do I need 6-star for Swain? No, not at all. You do not need... Yeah, we could just nuke the Nexus. GG. 6-star Swain is very fun, but no, you do not need the 6-star Swain to clear content. What star should I shoot for?
And only one
So
way.
you want to go for like the 4-star and then go up to get the Pyromantic Wake. That is like peak Swain gameplay. He feels really good right there. He feels fine before then, but once you get that Pyromantic Wake, he feels amazing. Really fun to play. That is kind of a good spot to shoot for, and then sure, he's great if you go up and get the 5-star and the 6-star, but just hitting that Pyromantic Wake is good enough in my opinion. Yeah, so for his constellation, you have your 3 stars right here, your normal 3. So you have to come up and grab this. So this is just going to be 40 fragments, 10 Nexus health and gold. Nice to have. Here's your 4th star power, which is good, gives you some great scaling, especially with all your damage. And then I would just come up here, grab the Pyromantic Wake, and that's a really good stopping point for Swain. And then all the other things you get, like this, your Fire Spirit gain Nomad's Medallion, not that big of a deal, to be honest. Like, it's nice, but it doesn't matter as much. It's not going to help you nearly as much as like this Pyromantic Wake. And then yeah, you can get the 5-star and the 6-star, both really good, but obviously those are going to be a much higher investment. So getting your 3-star and then trying to get Pyromantic Wake is a very good spot for Swain to be at. Back when I really thought I can't take damage or die was incredibly overpowered. Then I learned about Silence, Recall, and Obliterate. This feels like the stream will end soon. Not necessarily. Haven't really decided. I'm really playing it by ear. We're not going to go for 6 hours like we did yesterday. Alright, so as far as builds, I think this is fine. Especially for a rare relic only build. Yasuo's relic, +1 when you recall an enemy. Yeah, this is really seemingly made just for like his 6-star. But the +1 mana would be nice for Yasuo. I mean, I don't want to do another 6-hour stream. Yeah, Ludens doesn't really feel needed at all. Gatebreaker is a really good option though for your for a rare relic. I think Grand General's counterplan would also be fine. Getting Swain on the board. I do love the build we came up with though to get him on the board round 1. Yeah, this is probably going to be my favorite build. And this is one that you could really replicate on a lot of champions. Like, Swain gets the added benefit of he also refills your spell mana, but getting your champion on the board round 1 and healing 5 at the start of the game, this is going to be a very solid build for a lot of people. This, if you like this sort of build, this makes the Swain Relic one of the, like, best of the champion-specific relics. I think it's probably more usable than all of them but Starforged. Because we have the Nora Relic, which is only used with a couple people. I mean, pretty much just Nora and Poor King. Yasuo Relic is just going to be Yasuo. Lux one is just both versions of Lux. Volibear one is like mainly just Talia, to be honest. Like, there's a couple other ones that can make it work. Yeah, you can make it work for Janna, although I don't know if you mean this one for Janna. So you get him on board, then what? I do not like these builds. I like builds that keep giving you value throughout the match. Swain is the thing giving you value. Getting him on the board right away so we can get these Nexus strike-off effects every single round is massive, because you're going to level him very quickly. So he's hitting the entire enemy board for 3 damage, also stunning everyone. Like, Swain is the value you are getting. Getting him on the board immediately, that is the value. Yes, the drain counts towards his level up as well, which means you're leveling him up even faster. Yeah, having your champion on the board early is giving you value throughout the entire part. You can't swing that easy with him, though. I mean, he's a 3-6 round 1. And also with the Packed Powder, he's actually starting at a 4-7, getting stronger every single round. You're going to level him up and get an extra 1-1. You can swing pretty easily with Swain round 1. Like, that's... I have not had any problems with that at all. Swain being on the board is like an auto win. Yeah, like... I have not had any problem swinging for Swain. Like, any of the few issues where there's been a big unit, Swain's already leveled and stunning them. And also, with this relic, you're getting Swain on the board. If you're playing this with Swain, you're refilling your spell mana, so you can also be trying to cast your spells round 1. Like, this is just giving you such a massive tempo swing in the very first round of the game that you then just carry this towards victory very easily. Yeah, once he's on the board, and he's usually leveled when on board, it's basically GG. Yeah, once you have him on the board, you have such an insane level of control that you're normally just stunning most of the enemy board, if not their whole board. I mean, yeah, go for your personal preference, but being able to get a champion on the board round 1 is usually enough value to just win you the game. Because some of the other ones you might say keep giving you value, like Archangel's Staff giving you spell mana every round, and Grand General's Counterplan, those are only activating once the champion is on the board. And so for Swain, if you were running those, you'd only activate them, and then the game should be over like the next round anyways. Very fun Swain Relic. Do I want to go and just play Swain versus Swain again? Just remove the video, only give them audio. I mean, yeah, anyone listening would be incredibly confused. I mean, even people that are listening, I'm sure, are confused. Yeah, I kind of want to go and play Swain versus Swain again. Alright, let's see what we get here. Bouncing Blades again. Yeah, that's fine. All right, Reckless Trifarian. The new Swain adventure feels better and fairer than Lysandra. Yes. Yes, it does. Probably make a dedicated video talking about it at some point, but I prefer it greatly over Lysandra. Still happy Lysandra's part of the game, though. Glad it's there. Alright, hopefully they don't have like a stun. Alright, so could drop this. Could drop another one. Goodness, that was loud. Punvit, thank you for the follow. We've hit 1,500 followers, so thank you all for being here.
I will break them.
Oh, hey, Brian. Nice to have you here. Well, that's nice to hear. I'm guessing you're referring to me talking about the adventure. And yeah, it is very well done. I've already gone on many rants talking about it. Let's actually go for Saboteur.
Have my orders.
We can actually go for double Saboteur.
No one's the wiser.
We are at war.
Yeah, let's go full on damage.
Such little lies.
Just through my phone.
I will break them. Or not. Such little
I was here since how many?
Need a second.
I mean, pretty early on. Oh my word. I didn't even realize how much damage we did.
I will break
The 1500 noise in my earplugs blew my ears off. Yeah. I mean, I kept it loud on purpose because it's like a big deal, but at the same time, that is really loud. Well, rip everything. GG.
merely pawns in a greater game.
How do you like Swain the Champ and Yasuo? I like Swain a lot. I think he is very fun.
History will remember us.
I think you guys did a good job of building a champion that is still a spells-based aggro champion, but feels very different than some of the other similar ones like Annie, Jinx, and Vex. I really love the Pyromantic Wake. I think that is great. I'll say he kind of switches. So once you get Pyromantic Wake, you then care about just getting spells, and you don't necessarily care about damaging spells as much. But once you get to the 6-star, then that kind of swings back into just really wanting damaging spells, because now you're nuking the entire enemy board. So that was a little bit interesting. I think both the design of his star powers as well as the epic relic, I like how the epic relic is actually one that is enabling a interesting combo with other champions as well. I like that it's not necessarily overpowered like kind of Starforged Gauntlets was, more or less, but it's something you can pair, use on other people, but is kind of the best for Swain. I think the Swain epic relic is potentially kind of the gold standard to shoot for these sorts of specific champion epic relics. Man, we're not getting any removal spells here. That sucks. The 2-star, absolutely fantastic. Somewhat have gripes about the starting deck just because it is so... Let's go for Echo, I guess. So many of the cards we've seen before in other starting decks. That being said, the starting deck plays incredibly well together, and so it is, yes, very, very well done. Overall, really impressed with Swain. I always thought I was going to like Swain as a champion. I like him more than I was expecting, even before getting the 6-star. just like my intro game of him where I just had him at 2 stars and was playing him, I was having a great time. Pretty much every time I've been playing Swain, I've been having a great time. Like, I'm playing him again for like the 3rd match in a row against stuff I've already cleared. Whereas, like, as far as content goes, I should really be playing other champions. But I just keep wanting to play Swain. All credit to Paulo, who works super hard on the kit. Nice. Yet to really interact with him yet, but I'll have to try to bear that in mind. As far as Yasuo, to be honest, I have not been nearly as excited. Because Yasuo is very strong, but kind of boring champion overall. And also, when I looked at the Yasuo star powers, everything just gave me the very big sense of this is all fine. Everything in there is helping you out. It's all good, but it's not necessarily... There's nothing in there that really, really excites me. That being said, Yasuo is already an incredibly strong champion, so that makes sense that he didn't want to pack as much power into his kit as someone like Vex that needed the extra help. And I think his 6-star will be very fun, but a lot of the other upgrades is just like,
Victory awaits.
yeah, looks good, but it's not pushing me towards unlocking them as soon as possible. Just, it's like Yasuo's already really strong. While these help, it's not a big enough change to his playstyle that I'm like, I need to get this right away. So yeah, I haven't really done too much with Yasuo yet. So that's my thoughts on Yasuo and Swain so far.
Time has come.
Yeah, fair take. Yasuo's baseline was lit. Yeah. Like, and I don't think you guys did like a bad job on Yasuo. Especially his 6-star will be fun. But yeah, he was already so powerful that just giving him some good powers isn't as impactful or as interesting as Swain is. But Swain's fantastic. Also, I would say, as far as the epic relics, for me, I think like the Swain epic relic is so much better than the Yasuo one as far as better designed. So the Yasuo one is going to be very powerful. As far as that, 100%, it's going to be a very good relic. The 6-star pairs perfectly with that relic. So as far as it working for Yasuo, yeah, it's going to be great. The Swain, though, is a lot more interesting. It's not just +1 starting mana, because we see that on so many relics. It gives you a interesting effect that still pairs perfectly with Swain and his star powers, but since it triggers Plunder, which I hope you guys keep, I hope that's not a bug, since it triggers Plunder, it now is usable on so many other champions. Now, not broken on them, but usable. It gives you a interesting, different build to think about that isn't necessarily stronger than other builds, but just gives you more choice. So for me, I think the Swain relic is something that you guys should look to and try to replicate. And yeah, the Yasuo one, it's fine. Very strong for Yasuo, but pretty boring or unusable on like literally every other champion, at least that's currently in the game. So I get that you guys don't want to be making stuff as broken as like Starforged was and how you like need to use it on everyone. But that's why I really like the Swain relic personally. You made Swain excited enough to get Toast to spend money for the Nova Crystal with almost no hesitation. I mean, this is the only Nova Crystal I've bought other than like the Constellation thing that gave you the P and Z one. But yeah, no one else have actually gotten a crystal for. Oh, right, we already nuked their whole board, didn't we? Yeah, let's go there.
I will break them.
I'm super sad the Swain bundle doesn't have Golden Reliquary for an epic item. I mean, I'm kind of happy it doesn't personally, but that's just because I already had all the epics. Oh my word, 11 damage. Sure.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Fang's turn.
Sure, let's just nuke this down a little bit. I'm so lucky to get Noxus Nova Crystal. I think the Swain one's great, and I also think the Darius one is also a lot of fun.
Little lives.
Thanks, and you start coming to Twitch instead of Reddit. Yeah, the Reddit was terrible. I looked at it this morning, and oh my word, that was bad. I did not like that Reddit at all.
No one's
I have, yeah, Reddit is full of doom posting. That is a huge heal. Oh my word. That is crazy. Yeah, don't like, yes, look at feedback, but don't just look at Reddit, because I hard disagree with like most of what I saw this morning when I was looking at it. I was blown away. I was like, how? That's, yeah,
Leave them nothing.
it was terrible.
For Noxus. Such little lives. History will remember us.
Somehow I just beat Swain with old Lux. Nice, congrats. Curse of the Tomb. Give a unit I take double damage, and if I would die, obliterate me instead. Interesting. We could maybe play this and then play a spell to like trigger it, and then that damage would deal double to everyone. But I think I'd rather go for the captain, to be honest. Although it does have champion draw, so just using it for champion draw probably would actually be like, even if we never play it for its actual effect, the Pyromantic Wake and Hero's Horn is probably the best, because we really want our Swain. Don't listen to Reddit is a pretty good rule in life in general, but especially for gaming communities, yeah. Spells, shop. Let's go for the shop. Oh, beautiful. Finally, I think this is the first time I've gotten this on Swain. Actually, we might have gotten it once yesterday. Maybe. That extra damage is going to be great. I think we're fine. We're fine. Alright, Crimson Aristocrat. I'm 100% sure 5.6 was a limited patch because the team recovering from Constellations. So it might have something to do with that. Oh, how come they didn't do a Yasuo bundle? Yeah, makes sense. Honestly, I did not think you guys would have nearly as much content as you did for this patch, so kudos to you guys. Reddit takes on Swain Adventure compared to Sandra with somewhat mix of doom posting and no clue what they were talking about. Someone says he has 60 tries on Lissandra and can't win against her. Like, sure, it's not a skill issue. Yeah. People seem to be very upset that they can't clear the Swain Adventure. And yeah, one thing I keep trying to come back to, it's like, it's a 5-star adventure. It's supposed to be tuned for 5-star champions. So you can play it and beat it on lower level people, but that was the baseline. You're going to really struggle if you're less than that. If you're up for the challenge, then great, fantastic, but some of these people do not seem up to the challenge. Also, I love this Ravenous Flock immediately. Oh, also, good job adding the Swain effect to the 6-star. His Nexus Strike effect is one of the best in the game, so adding that to the 6-star was fantastic. Yeah, let's just clear the board. I mean, I guess Swain's gonna clear the board. Oh. Didn't mean to click that button. I was trying to drag Swain.
See you soon, friendos.
We are at war.
Yeah, Swain's just gonna clear the board anyways, so we're fine.
Bleed for Noxus. Such little lives.
I'll try anyone once.
Actually thinking about all the stuff we've added to Path this year, and I'm feeling really quite proud of the team. Yeah, you guys are doing a fantastic job, especially since switching to PvE and actually having like Path only content come out, because like you guys said you're switching, but then there was all still the PvP focus patches. And so yeah, you guys are doing a fantastic job so far. We'll actually play a Blade's Edge and then just use a Static Shock on their board.
Where you live, probably.
I will break them. Bleed for Noxus.
Let's just
Leave them nothing.
attack and end the game.
I will break them. Praise the Noxtora. Remember this day.
Let's go for Area of Improvement. Just the draw alone is nice, plus the Pyromantic Wake. And let's actually go for a champion item. Draw at game start. Perfect. Do we want to cut a card? Yes. Let's... What do we want to get rid of, actually? I think she has some pretty good cards this time. Yeah, let's get rid of the Practical Perfectionist. Alright, Jin.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Alright. Actually, we'll hold on to Swain, even though we have the Farsight. Well... yeah, we wouldn't mind drawing another copy of him. Consistent access to lifesteal is kind of a curse mechanic. Just not for us, but for a lot of games. I remember Hades had lifesteal on day one of early access and had to continually nerf it. And had a really rough downside attached. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of too overpowered of an effect. I do like the Swain's effect is a drain, though. That's really nice for his relic. Like, it's not happening throughout the entire game, but it's, yeah, pretty good. This Static Shock is just gonna wipe their entire board. AoE spells are amazing on Swain.
Victory awaits.
Oh. So we haven't seen a lot of patches yet. Like, we've only seen two, the Constellation patch and this patch. Is this kind of what we can expect for especially a smaller patch every month now? Like, couple champions and maybe an adventure every couple months?
We are at war.
Like, what size of patches are you guys trying to shoot for every month? If you can say.
I will break them.
Suffering is the beating heart of drama.
Hopefully they play something else, but they probably won't. Let's pop the spell shield.
I will give them a show to remember.
Let's get it, crew.
I guess the barrier will stop it, but at least we'll get stunned. I mean, or we just nuke the Nexus and stun. Yeah, let's just do that.
Such little lives.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
The Enraged Fire Spitter is pretty insane, especially with the 6-star. Because essentially you're doing board-wide damage plus nuking the Nexus. Fun. I beat Swain with 2-star Gwen. Feels amazing, man. Lifesteal's OP. Congrats, Zebra. GG.
Such little lives.
Case in point, yeah.
History will remember.
Yeah. Extra draw sounds good. Explosive Finale, fantastic. Although, alternate power source, also fun. But this one's so good for Swain, especially 6-star Swain, just nuking everyone. Crimson Aristocrat, yeah, let's go for the Reckoner. They have so much health, they give us so much more damage. Yeah, Swain has just been a blast to play. So much fun. Let's... I mean, we actually don't need Curse of the Tomb as much anymore because we already have Swain. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Skill issue and impatience is where most of the poor feedback comes from. Don't waste your mental reading it all. Time is better spent removing one fragment from toast to round up the number. I mean, or they could give me 4. That's kind of what I would rather have happen.
Stay back, cowards.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious. I can't remember what the feedback was for Aesol, but everyone praises Aurelian Soul now. Were people really salty back then that it was too hard? Because I could really see that being the case where it's like, oh, the thing back then is great, the thing now is terrible, and then you wait a couple months and now the thing that's terrible now is good, and yeah.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
Everything's easier behind a mask.
Won't quite kill everyone. Yeah, let's do a decent amount of damage. I think having 1 fragment is a badge of honor. You can always write into player support if you want the excess removed. From what I could remember, Aesol was pretty well received. Okay. Oh, it's so much damage. I love it. Sad we can't attack, though.
They won't get past me.
Yeah, I did chuckle seeing a few people now saying Lysandra was fair in comparison. Yeah, that's... I know you probably feel frustrated looking at Reddit. I just want you to know I'm right there with you. When I saw it this morning, I just couldn't... I was like, what are these people thinking? Oh, well. We could wait for them to play stuff. That's going to be a gamble. Let's just drop a Blade's Edge. I feel like Swain is still more fair than Lysandra. Oh, 100%. Swain is so much more fair and consistent over Lysandra. I like it's... In my opinion, it's not even close. Right, we could... I was thinking we could stun this guy, but we can kill this one, and then that'll also kill the other one.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you.
Swain's great.
Fang's turn.
I like the Swain City Breakers have make Nidalee really one shots almost impossible. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of blockers you have to deal with. I guess since you're here, Brian, I can say my how I've compared Lysandra as well as Swain. So to me, Swain, his difficulty is much more of a straight line where every single run, the main difficulty is coming from all the city breakers and the fact that they're summoning a unit at the start of the game. So you pretty much always know what you're getting into, and the difficulty between the individual matches is not that different. So it's much more of a flat line as far as difficulty, consistent throughout. Whereas Lysandra, especially since she has the randomness of the legendary powers, and some of them pair incredibly well with certain fights, her difficulty is much more spiky, where you might have some encounters where it feels very easy, then you have other ones that feel just super unfair and impossible. So for me, I think the consistency of the Swain adventure is fantastic. Also, yes, this is an adventure that's really punishing you in a specific way, but you're just being able to try to find interesting builds to fix it. Like for once, turret plating is actually going to be a very valid option, whereas before is almost never used. And so it changes up your build in a lot of interesting, actually meaningful ways. And while it's difficult, it's not necessarily like Lysandra, where it's trying to shut down a specific playstyle necessarily, where Lysandra's like, no, you can't spam anything. For Swain, it's just, we're going to do a ton of damage. It's going to be hard, but at least you know what you're dealing with pretty much every fight. And the consistency is far better, and it makes the fight overall much more enjoyable to deal with. $12 damage. They're probably going to stun us. Let's just open attack. Granted, they're probably going to stun us there too. But let's go here.
I will break them. All will kneel before Noxus.
GG.
Their time has come. Noxus.
This is a card game. Let's play cards. The only gripe I have with Lysandra, yeah, that's...
We have done
Yeah.
what is needed.
Pirouette looks good. I wonder this... Yeah, this won't obliterate everyone, probably. Let's go ahead and get another power. Seed of Power is actually pretty good. What are our 2-drops? Spellslinger, House Spider. Wouldn't be bad. I think let's try to reroll for something really fun, see if we get lucky. Deep Cuts is fun. Yeah. Alright, shop. Copy the next spell you play this round with the same targets. Buy one of these. Oh. Yeah, let's buy a couple of these, and then we have 400 gold for the next shop. So let's go over here. To me, even the card limit pales in comparison to how annoying I Am Inevitable Lysandra is. Yeah, it's also pretty rough. Honestly, once you can deal with the early game, Swain Adventure feels a little bit too easy. It could scale up a little bit in the adventure. That is true. Since it is more of a straight line, the very beginning is more difficult than a lot of the later challenges because you haven't been able to power up as much. So yeah, often like the first couple challenges are the hardest in that regards. No, it always cracks me up. Oh, also, I absolutely love the fact you at least let us start with the attack token consistently. So good, because yeah, this would feel pretty bad having this like attack round 1. So giving us the attack token so we have first action, thank you so much for that. I've really enjoyed that aspect of it, and it has also helped it feel a lot more fair.
It shall rain ash in our wake.
All right, let's drop this, nuke everything. Playing Gwen against Swain Trifarians. Couldn't heal with Gwen. Almost ran out of cards. Nothing left in deck.
Such little lives.
We just nuked that Nexus so much. Yeah, let's hit the Nexus again for the stun. With Swain just decimating the entire board is so fun. Oh, man.
Bleed on Noxus.
Yeah, that's fine.
Merely pawns in a greater game.
Alright, let's drop Recursion. And the Recursion killed the Nexus.
History will remember.
What is ultimately better, Path, Marauder, or Mana Soul? I would say Mana Soul is generally easier. Just tuned in. Nice to see his relic does proc Plunder for Scourge damage. Yes, it is fantastic. I'm so happy that it works that way. I really, really hope that's not a bug and not something they change. I think that's fair about scaling, but I also like the feel of, wow, this is tough to start, but then building up to the point where you can just be broken and decimate things. Yeah, that is pretty nice with this adventure. We don't really have a lot of creative allies. Like, we have one. I got excited for a second, then I remembered I'm not playing Viego. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Oh, look, the boat. Alright, let's cut a card. We can get rid of Sentry. That's... You probably don't need Curse of the Tomb as much, actually, since we have Farsight now. So, Swain.
Show them their place.
Mana Soul, except for the very control-heavy decks like Morgana and Yasuo. If nothing attacks, you always be better than the chip damage. Yeah. Pretty happy with this. The vote is not very useful with Swain power. Yeah, especially since we have Swain on the board round 1. It's not, doesn't help as much.
The few for the many.
I love that we can just avoid Spell Shield by targeting other units.
Victory awaits. I will break.
Let's drop our Saboteur.
One's the wiser.
Sure. Let's also drop this just to get another champion.
Noxus. Leave them nothing.
Behind ya.
Whatever our top deck is going to be massive.
Little lives. Bleed for Noxus.
Also, our curse is going to be huge as well.
Such little lives.
Explosives prime.
They believe that they
Oh, right. Every time they have Ravenous Hydra, it cracks me up. Which is funny that them dropping Ravenous Hydra and killing our units then just stunned both of theirs. Oh my word, this wants to deal 30 damage. Yes, we can... Yeah, the damage calculations are a little bit off at times. But that's gonna be game. Huh. Okay. I mean, we're still ending.
pawns in a greater game. My legacy.
Ah, GG. I think Swain's power is okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. All right, so that was a blast. We do really need to try to play other champions to finish this off here. PNZ Ionia and Demacia. Sad. I wanted to play like Volibear and stuff. Although I mean, we don't really need to go for the rewards necessarily, because I'm probably gonna play like every single champion into this and see how it goes. Ionia, could you try going with 3-star set? I mean, yeah, you could try set. Could always go for Yasuo, especially if you get fragments for him. Could always go for Lilia. I do actually have her at like 4 stars. Don't I have the... Yeah, I don't actually have her 4th star. I actually got her 5th star, so she actually has +1 starting mana. What happens when you open a golden reliquary? At the moment, I get like, I think some gemstones and a spirit forge, I think, since I'm maxed. Yeah, not the best. Don't recommend opening those if you're already full. I think there was, yeah, Master Yi was another one that... Going for Master Yi, especially with a build to just absolutely obliterate the enemy nexus, like Echoing Spirit, Secret Technique, and then I think you actually want to go for like a Lost Chapter, potentially. So you can play him round 1 and just go like super aggro. I think this one would be decent. You can put a lot of damage forward. You'd obviously get blocked immediately, but you can then go elusive, so that's not bad. As far as Demacia, Morgana's one of the better ones to go with, but Lux Illuminated, if you're able... Well, Lux Illuminated is very good, and then obviously the more you have the constellation, the better. She can be aggro enough to out-aggro Swain. So as long as you can end in the first 2 rounds, which is possible for Lux Illuminated for like all the fights, then you'll be fine. Yes, Morgana counts since she is also Demacia, so she counts for Demacia as well. So she'd be decent. She's probably what I'll go with for Demacia. especially since I have her 4th star of spells costing 1 less. But I think we will leave that for another day. I don't know if I'm going to stream on the weekend. I have a lot of videos to work through. But we'll see. We'll see about streaming on the weekend. Thank you all for hanging out. We will be streaming definitely on Monday. We normally stream Monday through Friday. Sometimes on the weekend. Sometimes. But thank you. I will be putting out a guide for the Swain adventure. We'll be putting out a guide for Swain. And I'm going to be just playing all the new content. Always covering all the Path Champion stuff. As always, though, thank you all for hanging out. Hope to see you again. I hope you all have a great weekend. See ya.